This the introduction. Yep, I'm introducing me. 6 feet, 300 pounds, known to rock the newest sneaks. Coolin', never foolin', rockin' G-Shocks like it's jewelry. Counting mad currency, flowing better than fluently. A man told me my years ain't match my wisdom. I can't.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy, the wisest and most powerful of all nerds, the beautiful black man, the most honorable Ibrahim, back in here with a YouTube video on why Ibrahim is the greatest name of all time. At least in my honest opinion. I just think, and I'm gonna give my reasons why in this video, guys, as to why I'm not saying Brimezus, I'm saying Ibrahim from now on my YouTube channel. Before I get into that, guys, don't forget to like this video, guys. Don't forget to comment below, guys, and tell me why you believe Ibrahim is the greatest name in the history of names, talking about human names and maybe even fictional names. Or tell me what is your personal favorite name and why you think it's the best name of all time. Don't forget to purchase some Ibrahim shirts off my websites. The link will be in the description box below. Most important, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so I continue to give you guys more content on a regular basis. So without further ado, let's go on the video. Guys, I'm pretty sure if you've been subscribed to my YouTube channel for a while, you're probably wondering why you have yet to get a YouTube video about Ibrahim by Ibrahim from Ibrahim. Well, I'm here to let you guys know that this is that video about Ibrahim. I gotta give you guys a lot of history regarding Ibrahim. Ibrahim derives from Arabic gospel name Ibrahim. Ibrahim. Ibrahim is the Arabic or Quranic way to pronounce that name. And Ibrahim is like considered like the second greatest prophet to have ever lived according to like Quranic study. So even in Christianity and Judaism, Abraham has like second place as tier of prophets. In the gospel, even if it's the Quran, you know, the Torah or the Bible, the guy being known as Abraham at this point, he's considered like, you know, God's friend or God's best friend or something like that. You know, like, you know, Muhammad is like, you know, the greatest messenger and all that. But I was saying Ibrahim has like that title of like being close to Allah, like our creator and stuff like that. So having the name of like Ibrahim is like, yeah, like you're like a good friend in a sense. Now, my ancestors interpreted this word in many ways. Some even may have pronounced it the Arabic way, Ibrahim, and then you have the more Creole or modern way of saying like Ibrahim, and that comes from like the Timmy pronunciation of Ibore or Bore, named after the most famous person from Sierra Leone, like Bore. And Bore actually kind of translates with the B goes into Brima, which you see the B here. So you know, people may know me in real life as Kamara, Brimezus. For some reason, the West Africans, the Sierra Leoneans, the Timmy's wanted to like shorten Ibrahim into, you know, 2 syllables instead of saying 3 syllables. And hence you have my government name, which is pronounced in JC English, Brima. Now growing up, I said in my other video, why, you know, my black fathers matter, you know, how I was always proud to be black, always proud to be African and all that, but going to school, I didn't see any other Ibrahims, more or less, or at least pronounced it that way, and I felt kind of left out. And my dad would go by his middle name, Bunke, and when I asked him why he did that, he said it's like, Brima is like the most popular name where I'm from, and I was like, Brima, I never seen any other Brima besides you or me, really. So then, from then on, I was like, finally asking that question, like, you know, can I change my name? He said, no. He said, why? Cause like, that's my name, and in my culture, we name people like after our fathers and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's gangsta. I'm gonna name my son after my father when I have a son. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but you know, inshallah, it will happen next time. In my heart, he's still Ibrahim. 2 things though, even though I was very proud to have the Ibrahim name, was like, one, I felt a little left out, even though I prefer being unique from like an Ibrahim or Abraham or something like that. And I knew I was like kind of always saying like my own name wrong for some reason, which is kind of why like you have this name Brimezus. Because I loved how Ibrahim sounded in Arabic, but I knew that Brian was supposed to sound somewhere similar, and of course ended up being right ultimately. So how I came to stumble upon that knowledge was that when I was going to Sierra Leone for the first time, and I'll introduce myself to everybody. So hey, my name is Brimezus Kamara. Like, I'm a American, but I have Sierra Leone name. Like, I was kind of happy to tell people like, hey, I'm Sierra Leone too. I'm happy to be here and be with y'all. They kept correcting saying Ibrahim. And I was like, oh yeah, why y'all say it like that? My family members always call me Ibrahim growing up, like my African family members. I was like, just say Ibrahim or Brima. Why can't y'all say one or the other? it kind of annoyed me a little bit. Even I didn't have anything against Ibrahim, it felt like almost a lazy attempt. So going in this year, everybody kept saying Ibrahim. I was like, yeah, my family always pronounce it that way back home. That's crazy. That's crazy to hear so abundantly here, and other people being called Ibrahim. Well, that person's same name, Ibrahim Kamara. That's an awesome masculine name to have, and I'm going to meet my family member, and then like one of my family members, my cousin, he like for the first time he says, ask like, what's your name? He says, and I try to speak Creole to him. I probably speak so bad Creole that he answered me, my name is Brimezus Kamara. He was like trying to put like an American accent. It's kind of hilarious. Like trying I guess appeal to me in a way. You know what I mean? Like surely he could understand me well, I suppose. But come to find out, even he didn't understand me well. Moving back on track, I don't know, I'm going all over the place. Please follow along. I will have the timestamps below. My cousin Ibrahim, you know, we were chilling, we're talking, you know, we're connected, we're bonding as like, you know, Ibrahims do, always across the world. And I put him on camera, and at first I said like, what is it? I was trying to say in Creole, again, like, what's your naughty name? Like saying, but it smells waiting not name, like, so, or waiting naughty name. Which means like, what is your name? He kept saying Ibrahim Bunke until he started getting comfortable. I was like, no, say Brimezus. I'll tell him, he was like, say Brimezus. He said, Brimezus Bunke. So he was like not consciously even calling himself Brimezus. He was just saying, that's like an American, European way of saying like Ibrahim, which is hilarious. So I kept introducing myself to people. They kept calling me Ibrahim, then Bob, and they didn't really know there's people like that. I'm like, that's cool. Like, you don't have to call me, bro. I'm not gonna be here long. And I didn't even mind being called Ibrahim. And then even like my grandmother, she'll call me, there's like a bunch of Ibrahims going on. You know, there's Ibrahim over here, my cousin, Ibrahim here, my cousin, Ibrahim my cousin, Ibrahim my father, Ibrahim walking across the street, Ibrahim everywhere, literally. So I was like not phased because one, she probably would address me as Brimezus. And I'm like, okay, I'll turn. But she was like, why are you not calling when I answer when I call you? And I was like, oh, you're talking to me. I'm Ibrahim. And then I started to put together, I was saying my name wrong the entire time because like, I would see people spell Ibrahim like all kinds of ways, but mainly either Ibrahim how you would think it would be spelled, or Ibrahim, my government name. But I was like, I've been saying my name wrong my whole life. And what really kind of like kicked, you know, really threw me in gear was this one woman like once said Ibrahim, and hearing that was like the most romantic thing I like kind of heard go through my ears. It was like, damn, my name is sexy as shit. One of my goals when I went back to Sierra Leone was institute a better way of saying Brimezus, which is Brimezus, which y'all heard before. My uncle, my dad's uncle, was like a standing king over there for the Timmy tribe. So I was gonna like go and take it over like Killmonger style, take the throne for myself as Ibrahim rightfully should, right? And then I was gonna have all the Africans from now on, Africans, United States, everyone pronounce Brimezus as Ibrahim. No. Brimezus. I'm saying Ibrahim now. That I forgot about my former name or former pronunciation, excuse me, as Brimezus. Me thinking like arrogantly or highly myself as like a sophisticated American to these West Africans. Not that I'm thinking like I'm better than them, but I was like, yo, check this out. I got some swag for you guys, like some JC swag. It's Brimezus. Amen, Ibrahim. You know, like, oh, you guys think beat me too? Of course. How dare I think I am like more developed in the science of black swag than you guys are. You guys have been perfected it like long ago. And going back to the portion of Ibrahim being like, you know, God's friend, or like, you know, a great friend or something like that. That's why they want to name everybody Ibrahim, because it's like one of the realest niggas that ever lived was named Ibrahim, or Ibrahim, for example. And then it made like stories sound better. Like, you know, the stories of Abraham, like in the Bible or in the Torah, like are pretty good stories. You know, he was thrown in the fire, he built the Kaaba, his wife had to go through some crazy stuff. He's like one of the youngest prophets ever, you know, a prodigy prophet per se. You know, it was like Abraham went through it, he looked to be really old too, so like he went through some stuff, like that's why, but the stories of Abraham like they're great, you know what I mean? And that's why I'll name this video why Ibrahim is the greatest name to ever be known in my honest opinion. Guys, and I'm also gonna give any Ibrahim subscribe to my YouTube channel. Message me on my Instagram, which is called Ibrahim. It's in the link in the description box below, and I will personally shout you out like I did my boys Ibrahims in this video. So we prepare for the entire Muslim brethren, and we prepare all for the Ibrahim brethren across the entire world. Guys, that's gonna wrap up my video about why Ibrahim is the best name. Don't forget to comment below, guys. Tell me what you guys believe is the best name, why Ibrahim is your favorite name, why you should name your son Ibrahim. Don't forget to count some Ibrahim shirts off my websites. The link will be in the description box below. Don't forget to like the video, watch some other videos, and subscribe to my channel if I didn't say that already. You guys all have a good night. I'm out.